Welcome to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage. Today we're going to be having a look at ADA. Let's get into the price action and see what's going on. Okay, so primarily what we're looking for is we were talking about this previously. We've come down into this zone of this 3707 to this 3269, and we're looking for that possibility of actually having this move playing out as a expanding diagonal over here. Looking for this as possibly a 1 or an A wave, and then looking for this as a 2 or a B wave, and then actually looking for that potential we could look to push to the upside at this 5790. So this is valid for as long as we hold this 2976, and really I wouldn't want to see us come too much lower than this 3269. Now, the way that we're coming down here, we have to be very careful that this isn't actually looking to extend to the downside. So we will go over that bearish count in a second. Now, as long as we hold this zone, potentially we could look to break away from this area. So, I mean, it's not looking very likely given the current structure that we have here to the upside, but it could actually develop into something that would be a breakout. What we would want to see if that is the case is we need to break back above this high, primarily this 3729, and then we need to see this start to follow an impulsive structure. Now, the way we could look at this as a possible breakout here is that we could be looking for some extensions here, where this becomes another 1, 2, another 1, looking for a 2, and then we actually look to break to the upside. So the key thing here, if we're looking for that idea of an extension, would be we'd have to hold this 3569, and really I wouldn't want to actually break down much deeper than this area that we have here of this 3592. If we are going to look for this as something that is extending out here, the key zone we want to get above from this first wave here is this 3758. Obviously, this would indicate that there would be much bigger extension going on here, and would probably mean something like we would be moving towards this 3899 at this 2.618 if this does play out. So this is just an example of how we could break out here. I am very cautious about this because of the way the structure is here. It is also possible this could be just W, X, and Y because we have that idea of, a couple of 1s and 2s here. It could just be that this is a zigzag at the end here, and potentially this completes and then we break down. So we need to be careful of that, and invalidation of the possibility of a breakout would be here at this 3490. Now, if we are actually looking to continue to the downside, what we need to be careful of is, I'm looking at this in two ways. So we're going to discuss the way that we could actually look to turn around primarily here, which would be looking at that possibility of a triangle. Now, the 1-to-1 that we were looking for here as A, B, and C was actually lower towards the 3243. We haven't reached this, so we need to be cautious that there could be still something within here that's extending out, where possibly this becomes a 1-2, and then we get a 3-4-5 and break down towards the zone of this 3-2-4-3. Now, the key zone here we don't want to really lose as a support would be this 3269. So even if we do move down here one more time, it wouldn't break the bullish count, but we'd have to be very careful if we do break down too deep, because what this could indicate is that we have a bigger 5-wave move. Now, if we just move to the upside in 3 waves, this is something we got to be cautious of, is that really until we actually take this B wave high here at this 3968, what we need to be careful of is if we do just develop a 3-wave structure to the upside and fail to take this zone of this 3859, what this could mean is that this could just be a corrective move to the upside, in which case this would mean that possibly this C wave isn't completed. And what we're forming here is actually we have this as a wave 1 here, this is a wave 2, and then we could actually look to break down for a 3, 4, and a 5. Now this, if it does play out as I have it marked out, it would actually look to break this low. So it wouldn't really fit anymore into that idea of that bullish count if we do get a 5-wave move that breaks down this low. So that's why, I'm just keeping an eye out. We've come down to this 0.618. If we do start to turn around here and break back above this B wave high, we could actually be looking for continuation to the upside, where we could look to actually push up one more time here, where this becomes A, B, and C, or this could become a bigger 5-wave move. Now, if it becomes a bigger 5-wave move, our target would actually be up here for this zone of this 7556 for a 3rd wave. Then we'd be looking for a 4th and a 5th to the upside if this is what plays out. Obviously, we need a lot of things to play out first for this to start happening. We'd need to maintain this low here of this 2976, we'd need to maintain this 3269, and really what I'd want to see is this move starting to turn around from this point, because it would make more sense if it is actually going to continue to the upside. Okay, so now what we need to be aware of is there is also a more bearish count here. If I come out here onto the bigger time frame, where what we could argue, because the idea is that we're looking for two things here, that we could be looking for something like this, where we actually have this as an A wave, this is a B, and possibly even completing a C wave here. So this is why we need to be careful of a bigger breakdown. Or alternatively, this becomes A, this becomes 1, 2, this becomes 1, 2, and then we're actually looking for a bigger move to the upside, though confirmation would only come by actually breaking towards this 7265 for a third wave. That would give us more confidence that we have a low in place if we did see something like this play out. But until we actually start to break up and get good structure here, we need to be careful. So like I said, this move here we'd have to treat as a diagonal if we want to say that this is a 1, 2, and because of that fact, we need to just be careful because of the correctiveness of this. It could also just be that this is an A, B, and then we're actually going to look to come back down and retest this zone of this 317 to this 2684. So this is, a zone we need to be on the lookout for if we do break down deeper here. What this could mean is that we have a corrective structure which would fit into it in this sense, where this is an A wave here, this is a B wave up, and we look for a C wave to the downside. So some interesting target areas that we have for this as a flat correction, which was what we'd be looking at it here, would actually be towards this 3224 to this 2859. So that would be a typical expanding flat. If it was expanding, we'd want it to come past this A wave low, which is sitting here at this 2976. Now, that would tie into coming back down deeper within this, possibly towards this 702 line, which is sitting here at this 2810. If it's going to be something rather like a running triangle, what this could be looking for is actually rather between this sort of 34.72 to this 30 cent 79. So this would be a zone we could actually look to truncate. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this. Obviously, we've got some key levels here which are interesting. This 32.24 would actually bring us back into some of the structure that we've got over here. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this if we do break down. But the problem is, if we want to argue that this 3472 is going to be a zone we get a reaction with, the structure isn't good. In my opinion, it doesn't fit currently. So it would indicate to me that we probably got more extension to do if this is going to develop into a C wave. Now, if it's going to develop into a C wave, what we'd be looking at would be something like this, where we treat this as a wave 1, 2, and then within the structure here, we'd have another 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we'd actually be looking to break down. Now, the key thing here would be moving back above this zone here of this 3730 would invalidate this. And even if we did move back above there, the yellow count wouldn't be invalidated until we actually cross this 3969. So even if we do move up past this high, if we get rejected here between this 3870 to this 3743, and we just have this as A, B, C, what this would mean is that possibly we could have a flat correction here. So even if we do get a 5-wave move to the upside here, what we could then do is still actually look to break down from that point. So we need to be very careful of that. If this is not completed, this could be A, B, and C, and we could look to move back up into this zone and then still look for rejection to the downside. So we'll have to be careful, particularly, if we start coming back up into this 0.618 area here, this 3759, that could be a zone that we could actually look for, a rejection, because we have some horizontal resistance and support. Yeah. Okay, so if it's looking to break down directly, this could be 1, 2. Now, like I said, I wouldn't want to see this come higher than this 3730, otherwise it invalidates it. But if we start to break down in a bigger way, crossing this 3291, this would indicate to me that we are forming a 5-wave sequence, in which case we'd look for another 4th and a 5th. Now, the key thing here is if we do get further extension here, what this could mean is that we actually start to break down deeper. Now, the 1, 2, as we have it here, 1, 2, this 1618 would actually be much lower here towards this 30 cent 87. So if we are breaking down like this and we do get some extension within this blue wave, this could quite easily push us down into this zone, in which case what we'd have to expect is an additional 4th and a 5th. And then if we get this yellow wave count confirmed, basically what that would do is that would confirm the potential of the rest of these moves. We only get confirmation of the move by actually getting the 4th wave rejection, but once we start to hit these 1618s, it becomes probable that we're going to get a fourth and a fifth, but we still need to wait for these to actually play out. So this is what I'm looking out for here. If we start to break down in a bigger way, what this could mean is that we actually see a deeper move, and this fifth wave could even potentially look to bring us down as low as this 27.42 to this 25.59. The thing is, if we start to break down this low, it becomes more likely that we're going to end up breaking this low that we have here of this 23.92. But really, for as long as we hold that, we hold the support zone of this 26.84, possibly we can still look for a reversal here, even if we do get a deep flat correction. So that will be what we're looking out for on the bigger picture here, looking to see whether we are actually going to get, this move break down in a bigger way like this, or possibly even find support higher up here and look to turn around. Okay, so I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description, you'll find a link to the Discord. Come check it out. It's free to join. As well as that, you'll find affiliate links for both PrimeXBT and BYBIT down there. Check them out if you don't have an account. Using the affiliate link does help support the channel. We do appreciate it. Everyone have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.